Hello Brinkers and Brinkettes, we're back with this free prize draw for this Virago 535. It dawned on me at the end of the last video, I was having a bit of a think, that I haven't actually got all the parts I thought I had. So I decided to go on a little search. Let's see what I can find in my little sanctum. Now we've entered the inner sanctum. This is the barbecue from the Brink. And I'm just looking at my secret stash of 535 stuff. Yeah, I need to go through this and see what's what. There's some clutch bits there. That's that rear, what do you call it? Rear diff, or whatever you call it. The back of the drive shaft, and then lots of little bits in there, which someone just pulled it all apart because they didn't know what they were doing, with the best intention of putting it back together. And then I bought it off them. I did find a couple of regular seats. That one's a bit tatty. Look at that, I can't give that away, that's embarrassing. That one has got a slight blemish there. It's not big, but I don't know. And then there's my big panels. What am I calling? Not panels. Not braining. My pannier. Good grief. Dementia's setting in. Pannier bags for my Valkyrie, which I possibly never use because I only tend to just ride locally. But you know, we never know, do we? It's something that might happen. And then behind this panel, there's a load of that engine bars and pannier mounting bags and stuff. Yeah. So we'll have some of that out. What's down there? Let's have a look. Can we see down there? Oh, that's a Virago frame, as you do. As you do. Right. Let's get in down there. Let's get in down there. Come on. Hopefully we'll find a clutch cable. And what else did we say we needed? Brake cylinder. Oh, there's a header for a Pinto and a chest set. Yeah, that was all that. Oh, it's too dark. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. There we go. Oh, that one's rusty, isn't it? Oh, we'll pick the best one from them. What's that? Well, that's the Virago frame as well, so that goes diagonally across and up there. Okay. This, I don't really know why I've got this anymore, because this was for the Pinto in the Cortina. What's in there? A load of chess sets. I thought we'd given them to a new chess club that opened up. Apparently not. Oh, some nice rubbers in there as well, look. I'll have to sell off all the parts to that bike when we finish this other one. Right, I've opened this and I can't close it. Camera off. More exploring of the secret stash. Heater. They look like indicators in there. Let's have that out. Oh. Oh, is that my front brake pipe? Nice. We might be doing alright here. That barrel is missing an indicator. That's got a stalk to that one. Or do you just remove those rubber boots? 2 more. Well, we've at least got 4. Yeah, so we could put that on there. Very much of the era, looking right, isn't it? And those 2 on the back with the rubbers. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Cool. What else have we got in here? We've got a light, we've got an air filter cover. Oh, I knew I had a headlight somewhere. I just didn't know it was in here with these. That's a dead rectifier as well. I don't know why I didn't bin it, but I've got a feeling these came off that bike before I stowed it. Headlight. Let's check it's not broken. Yeah. Okay. Still got the condom. And what makes me think this is what I pulled off before is because I took that arm off. That's on the rear brake. Some nice shiny engine guards. Is that a horn? That's a horn. Some more of them scabby indicators, I don't like them. And then the pods and a rear light. So I have 2 rear lights now. I'll just pick the best condition looking one. When I'm done, probably all this stuff I'll put on my website and just list them by part number and just let them go as is. Because I've got all sorts, like there's cams there and sissy bars that I've managed to get out. And there's the pannier bag thingies. So yeah, I'll put it all on. We'll make it all look the part. I've had a moral think, and I can't give away these seats, even though that one's only got a little blemish on it, a little hole. I'm just going to give away the Coburn seat with it. So that is what it is. Right, let's crack on. Let's get stock of this and start doing. I'm still gathering parts together, but I've had a little win. This cable here is a clutch cable. And it's been hanging in that corner there probably for 4 years. So I've just put some oil down the end of it because it's a little bit stiff, which is I think why I hung it up there 4 years ago, and I put a bit of oil down it and forgot about it. And then in the old barbecue in storage, I found this front brake cable, brake pipe, sorry, and that looks pretty good. Happy with that. Now the other thing I remember stashing, I see there's a load of Virago 1000 boots. They're fuel pipes off something Virago, but can't remember the size. This might be the box I'm looking for. Come down here, little box. Yeah, now we're cooking. So there's the brake caliper from my brake restoration video, and that feels like a pair of brake pads. And that's one of them plastic boxes. Oh yeah, and I did the side stand and the what do you call that? The side stand jobby and a light rubber. So I think we're all right for those. We'll keep all them. That's good. We are on our way to having a full bike. So I don't need a clutch cable. I can knock that off my shopping list. A brake lever arrived. I definitely ordered one of them because I definitely didn't have one. And I've definitely put it in a safe place that's not here. Anyway, progress. See what I don't like? 2 different shades of blue. What's that all about? And I don't like that it is hidden when it's on the bike. Let's have a look. Because that fastens on under there, doesn't it? So it is a bit hidden, but I don't like it. It is double thickness metal there, isn't it, for strength? And it does feel solid. I can't push it through with my finger, but it's ugly. However, it's the one I've got. This looks alright. Inside, light rusting, but I might give that a quick Dinitrol coat after I've scrubbed it over, just to protect it, because there's no rust on the outside. But again, not the prettiest of things, but that's not what it's about. I think I've gathered everything I need. This is a few hours later than my last clip, and I'm having brain farts. But I've gathered everything. That was an important bit. What goes on there? That had gone walkabout, because that tank got a vinegar clean like the other one. But I think, well, that could be the key word, vinegar. Yes, vinegar, don't tell anyone. So I think I'm there with the parts that I've put up there, the parts that I've put down there. I've got that, which I showed you earlier, and then magically I found another one. Anyway, I'll pick the best one. So what I've been thinking about is the order of operation, because I need to put it back together, and it's not very portable here. So back when I took that wheel off that's hiding behind there, I hung the bike on these straps so that I could work with it in the air, and I haven't got a bike jack as such. I've got a car jack, but it's all just too wobbly if you use that. So I figured the best order of operation is to get that back wheel back on. And to get the back wheel back on, you have to have the tank in, which is in, but then there's the mudguard bit that goes here, like a protector for the tank, I think, a plastic thing, and this bit that holds it back together. And then there's an axle that goes from there and through the back of that side into here. And if I put that back in, it's just going to make it that bit more manageable to do the rest of my work. So that's where I'm going to start now I've finished my parts search. So we'll call that the end of episode 2. I look like I've got a seat stuck out my head. Does it look like a big mullet thing? Oh, being silly now. Right, we'll call that the end of episode 2. I really think I've found everything now. I think everything other than a battery I might have. And the shopping list might end up being the brake lever, a battery, and an MOT. I didn't think of an MOT before, did I? But it must be road legal to go. So, competition. Enter. There'll be a link to a Google form down in the description there. Fill that in. Click like. Tell me if you're entering. Post it below. Let me know you've entered. Should I put all the bars? There's engine crash bars and sissy bars and pannier things. Should I just put everything I've got on it? Just let it all go? Because I suppose the winner could take them off if they want. Yeah, I think so. Or am I doing it wrong? Should it be as light as possible? I don't know. Anyway, it's your bike. You choose. I'm not going to ride it, am I? I'll be riding it to an MOT and back. So remember, to enter, do the form. You must be 18. You must be able to come and get it within 2 weeks of it drawn. You need to agree that you will do a live call when I draw it. You know, if anything, I'm not gonna give people loads of chances to win it, because we're getting quite a few entrants now. And you know, if I make the call and people don't answer or they don't have their keywords, did you get today's keyword? I've forgotten what it was already. Memory like a sieve. It's an age thing. Anything else to say? Like, share, YouTube stuff, you know what to do, all that. Bye bye.